My fellow Americans, I greet you this morning from the White House to announce a major breakthrough toward achieving a better future for Syria and for the Middle East.
In a special address on Wednesday, U.S. President Donald Trump said that Turkey had agreed to halt its combat operations in Syria, and in response, he would be lifting U.S. sanctions on Ankara.
I've therefore instructed the Secretary of the Treasury to lift all sanctions imposed on October 14th in response to Turkey's original offensive.
The president tried to put in the best possible light his abrupt decision early this month to withdraw U.S. troops out of northeastern Syria, which cleared the way for a Turkish invasion against the Kurds, a U.S. ally. The move sparked outrage not just from Democrats, but from members of his own party. A U.S.-brokered 5-day ceasefire last week was meant to give Kurdish fighters time to withdraw. Trump on Wednesday said he now believed that ceasefire to be more or less permanent.
Permanent, and it will indeed be permanent. However, you would also define the word permanent in that part of the world as somewhat questionable. We all understand that. But I do believe it will be permanent.
The Syrian Kurdish fighters in Turkey's crosshairs played a key role in the U.S.-led ground campaign to root out Islamic State. Critics say Trump's decision to pull American troops from the area gave Turkey the green light to attack an American ally. And Turkey's agreement struck Tuesday with Russian President Vladimir Putin to jointly patrol the Turkey-Syria border appears to extend Russian influence in the Middle East.
This was an outcome created by us, the United States, and nobody else.
But while Trump tried to claim the outcome as an American success, his own special envoy for Syria, James Jeffrey, painted a different picture for Congress on Wednesday.
The Turkish incursion into northeast Syria is a tragedy. It was a longstanding U.S. government policy in two administrations to keep that from happening, and we clearly were not successful.
Jeffrey did not directly criticize Trump's decision to withdraw, but he said the Turkish invasion had led to instances of brutality.
We've seen several incidents which we consider war crimes.
And he confirmed that at least 100 captured Islamic State fighters had escaped Syrian Kurdish prisons during the Turkish invasion.
We would say that the number is now over 100. We do not know where they are.
There were a few that got out, a small number, relatively speaking, and they've been largely recaptured.
Trump seemed to downplay the ISIS escapees and insisted that the extremist group was now a local problem.
Now Turkey, Syria, and others in the region must work to ensure that ISIS does not regain any territory. It's their neighborhood. They have to maintain it. They have to take care of it.
Turkey seems to have achieved every one of its objectives. It controls a buffer zone inside Syria, free of Kurdish fighters, and will no longer face U.S. sanctions for its actions. Trump presented this outcome as a major victory, taking credit for what he suggested marked a new era of peace.
And now people are saying, wow, what a great outcome. Congratulations.
U.S. lawmakers are less sanguine.
The joint resolution is agreed to.
Last week, the House of Representatives handed Trump a major rebuke in the form of a bipartisan bill condemning the troop withdrawal. Congress is still working on a sanctions package of its own intended to punish Turkey for the incursion.